Great to have you join us on the program. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Coming up on today's episode. An exhibition by two generations at the Orisun Gallery in Abuja. Then to another exhibition, this time in Lagos, who shows us the ones to watch in the art space. We'll enjoy that and more when ArtHouse returns in a moment. Do stay with us.
Our wordsmith and work of art for today is by Emeka Ndibam, called The Beauty of Blackness. Melanin beauty. A woman who has a black skin tone lives a colorful life and sees black as a symbol of great power. The black on your skin, the power within. Black beauty is not a thing that I can acquire or consume. It is something that I am proud to be. The black skin is not a badge of shame, but rather a glorious symbol of greatness. Dipped in chocolate, bronzed in elegance, coated with grace, toasted with beauty. I am dripping melanin and honey. I am black without apology. Black beauty is being comfortable and confident in your own skin. God made me this way, so I have to be happy with who I am. It's a journey. I embrace my own skin, sisters. I love them, and I hope that they embrace me too.
The Master and His Prodigy, an exhibition at Orisun Gallery in Lagos by veteran artist Dr. Bruce Onagwaipeya and child artist Kanye Tabu Okeke.
It's a unique kind of exhibition at the Orisun Art Gallery in the nation's capital. Visitors trickle in one after the other as veteran artist Dr. Bruce Onagwaipeya and child sensation Kanye Tabu Okeke are holding this joint exhibition titled The Master and His Prodigy.
We wanted to showcase a child living with autism that is practically a genius. And we felt that it would also be very, very significant to be able to bring someone as awesome and as great as Professor Bruce Onagwaipeya to assist, to celebrate, and to commemorate World Month of Autism.
For the first time, everyone is able to see how Kanye creates magic on canvas with a gleeful appearance, brush and paint, one stroke at a time.
It gives you hope. It gives you the desire to work more. It gives you the future. It makes you know that I just feel there's hope for every artist, the upcoming artists, our generation. Meeting the likes of Professor Bruce tonight, it's a lot. It means a lot to me. And for Kanye, it's a milestone. So I'm really glad I'm part of it. And I'm always enlightened when I'm in a place like this.
Afterwards, the celebrants and audience retire to this space and the business of the day begins with a dance performance. and the energetic octogenarian could not resist the tunes from his homeland. And then we get to know more about the exhibitors.
When Baba was admitted to study fine arts at the Nigerian College in Zaria, which is now Ahmadu Bello University. For them, at that time, it was a taboo for someone to go reading arts as a course. Parents wanted to study medicine, law, engineering, then Baba and his people, his friends then, went to study arts. And do you know that because of their desire to change the mindset, or to rebel, or to not agree with the precepts of the British tutors, then possibly there won't be change within the arts community today that produced the likes of Baba.
This show is an inspiration to all who have been a part of it, as it links two generations.
Very elated. I feel that I'm in the presence. I'm standing in the presence of a genius, and I'm very happy about it. And his work is an inspiration to me.
It's a fantastic exhibition. The artist himself is phenomenal. I want to thank the organizers, and I hope more autistic kids can be given the chance to expose and exhibit themselves in different forms like this. This is a really beautiful exhibition. Fantastic.
I'm speechless. It's I'm just this is just God's grace, because it's beyond our wildest dream. This is just God's grace that Kanye is exhibiting alongside a huge name like Baba Bruce. It's a dream come true.
A lot of people don't really understand what autism is. And the main characteristic of people living with autism is they have a different way of communicating. And we can even see this especially in the glorious works of Kanye. He's a child that is living with autism, yet he is a child prodigy. His works are brilliant, and he actually has a lot to communicate via art.
My son is a 12-year-old autistic child. I would say that he brought us to art. We didn't bring it to him. We didn't plan this. What you have here is what I would say the grace of God. And so we don't really have any plans. I'm only still doing what every parent that has an autistic child is doing, and which is managing his condition, looking after my child, trying to get him inclusive learning with other kids, trying to find out what are his likes and his dislikes, and try to make life easier for him. That's what I'm trying to do. So I can't tell you I have plans that in the next 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, this is what's going to happen. I think Kanye is the one that will guide us to what is going to happen next. What he does is then we follow. He calls us out to paint whenever he wants to paint. We don't say, Kanye, come, time to paint. No, he does what he wants to do. So it's really left in the hands of God and in his hands, not me.
From the old to new age, ingenuity is definitely not in short supply in Nigeria. This exhibition is a morale booster, especially for future generations.
Amazing works there by an old and new kid on the block. And we also have many artists that hope to grab your attention and probably one day get their day in the sun.
And these are the works of art you sent in this week. Let's begin with this acrylic and canvas work done by Olalekan. It's called Save Our Planet. Then Yusuf Idowu has Instinctual Energy, a mosaic on board work. Then Ifeanyi the Art is hailing the king of boys with this one he has done with salt. Then Love Your Ability is what Favor is saying with this oil and canvas work. Then Samson Adetunji is asking everyone to have an open mind with this charcoal and acrylic on canvas piece. Then Time is also done with acrylic on canvas by Victor. While Dominion also has an oil on canvas piece called The Family. Donald April has this sculptural piece which is a tribute to women. Then Kwesi has an oil on canvas piece also thanking all mothers. We wrap it up with this acrylic on canvas work done by Innocent Chikeze. It's called My Blood. And that concludes the works of art you sent in this week. We always appreciate you for sending them in and encourage you to keep them coming.
So much talent there. I hope they also get an opportunity to showcase their works on a larger scale. Let's take a moment. When ArtHouse returns, we see some young, exceptional hands, and you won't want to miss that one, so do stay with us.
Being a woman writer, I would be deceiving myself if I said I write completely through the eye of a man. There's nothing bad in it. But that does not make me a feminist writer.
Next of kin is an annual exhibition as well as competition at the Thought Pyramid Art Center in Lagos. This fiesta always highlights artists who have unique and extraordinary skills.
It's become a norm at the Thought Pyramid Art Center, Lagos. Even the art community is always anxiously looking forward to who makes the cut anytime the next of kin exhibition is happening.
Next of Kin is actually an exhibition or a platform that helps to create awareness and publicity for upcoming artists. And you agree with me, it's always a difficult thing for upcoming artists to make it in their career, especially when they are coming up. So we use Next of Kin as a means to mentor them, to guide them, and also to help them find their fit.
Before getting to this stage, which is the exhibition, there were over 100 entries from different artists across the country, which had to undergo a thorough screening exercise. The works of art displayed here are from the 10 finalists who emerged victorious.
We have about 450 entries. In fact, more than that. 150 were disqualified because of the way they entered. Then from 450, we send it out to jury. We have about 4 jury members. And from there, they're able to pick the 10 finalists that you see showing today.
Adeyemi Olalekan, Solomon Lauton, Obeka Edo, Ademola Ojo, Victoria Bululawal, Falokpe Ibrahim, Aladijare Ayodeji, Chidima Nwafo, Jibuku Adebayo, and Adenitan Daniel are the names of the upcoming creatives that have distinguished themselves.
I would like to pick somebody like Ibrahim Falokpe, though his work's actually about the social life of people around us, which we encounter every day. But when you look at it, it also has a touch of realism into his work. And there's something I also see in that work. There is nowhere you look that you won't find professionalism, except you are not doing the right thing. Let's take the example of the tomato seller or the pepper seller. The woman is arranging the tomato and the pepper, and you can see when you want to pick one of the plastic to arrange, he's not even looking at it. Why is that so? Because she has been able to understand our trade. So there's nowhere you look that you won't find professionalism, and that is what Ibrahim Falokpe helps us to say in his work.
I majored in sculpture. Then I've been working, but up to now I started doing metal sculpture, which I use different genres of metals as a mixture, as a medium for my own kind of art. I also use coins, knots, washers, and all discarded parts. Even at times I made use of rubber and plastic to join them to my artwork, so to make it like a beautiful thing and to have a meaning in our society.
I work with oil painting, acrylic, so I major in realism. So, and the kind of painting I do is basically talks about the mind and the emotions of people. So, because when you see my painting, I usually have a ball on the head. So it's literally talking about the human's intuition, so I try to reflect it on the head.
I work with oil color, and my major theme is all about emotions, where I try to talk about emotions, and majorly most of my works are in portraiture form, though I have like few figure paintings, and I try to capture the emotions on the face. I think that's why I prefer painting with portraiture or portraits.
what inspired the painting is about the segregations between races. And in my own way, I felt the way I could address the issue of segregation, which is, you notice in the painting here we have a white and a black image, and you notice a fusion between in the air between the whites and the black. So I'm trying to create a kind of fusion of love, of oneness, irrespective of our color. We can still come together and make a very good harmony.
My work is about beauty. It's about aesthetic. My works are like a metaphor towards issues happening in our surrounding. The first work here is titled Tranquil. It tells us about that moment whereby we relax despite the circumstances, despite whatever we are passing through. We just breathe and believe that we can actually conquer.
This is the 4th Next of Kin competition, an exhibition organized by the Thought Pyramid Art Center to fish out talents in the Nigerian art industry and show them to the world.
There's a lot that needs to be done when we talk about helping young artists. And we need a lot of support from private organizations, from established artists, how they can keep mentoring these young ones so that they will be able to sustain their career, because without young ones coming, the arts in the country will not be sustained. So the young ones need the elder generation of artists to guide them so that they can help them to reach their potential. And as they are helping the young ones, they are also helping themselves.
At the end of the day, Adeyemi Olalekan claimed the main prize. He will sharpen his skills at a 1-month artist residency program, amongst other things that will help take his art career to the next level.
Well done, Olalekan, and I'm loving the dexterity from the other artists who made the top 10. We'll see more, but that will be on the next episode of ArtHouse.
On the next episode of ArtHouse. Do not wash your dirty linen in public. This artist speaks to this in a solo exhibition tagged Dirty Laundry. Then to another solo, Sylvester Aguda is revealing the thoughts in his head in Lagos. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your ArtHouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of ArtHouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on ArtHouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program today. It's always a pleasure being with you, and I look forward to interacting with you some more on any of our social media platforms. Continue to view, like, and share this as well as other episodes of ArtHouse. I'm Melinda Akinlami, encouraging you to stay safe and keep being creative.